lssimple man here with you. Got the 76 Scout green machine. It's got the 5.3 with a nv4500 in it. Boy, what a dog to hook up all this four-wheel drive stuff to. I had to make the cross member for the transmission. I had to make a transfer case. I had to use a 208, change the output shaft on it, and had to do it, make it a 400 output. Bought about 6 transfer cases till I finally figured out the right combination. I'm an expert on that now, so if you need any help trying to figure out what transfer case would fit the best. Yeah, I had to use a bell housing from like a Silverado truck that had a nv4500 in it. First gen Camaro Firebird, 67 to 69 clutch master cylinder setup, which has a plate that goes in behind the hydro boost, and hooked up the hydro boost and all on there, and then had to make the pedal for the inside, the clutch pedal, because if you go modifying the angle to it, then you got problems there. So I made it, and then I took a brake light switch out of like a Buick Park Avenue and made a neutral safety switch out of it. I got these temporary switches here. You hit the toggle switch, and you got to push the clutch in to crank it, and then you can push the temporary switch. Well, there's that big old dude right there. That and a transfer case and all that, and that big old bell housing. Yeah, that was a trip. I got it all in there. Once I get my brake rod extender, I got one ordered, I'll have my pedals out here where they go, and that'll be a good deal. It's got a lssimple kit on there. Got an 07 up truck water pump on it. Got LSSAC. We'll finish hooking that up once we get the little more funds in the bank. Yeah, I put my little power block here coming off the starter to feed my relays that have the fuses already in them. Just makes it easier. All the relays and everything for the computer and all the stuff for the LS motor right there. Makes it easier to get to. And I get my rest of the brake lines on. I'll tie them brake lines in. Yeah, it cleans up your battery where all you got's a plus and a minus. You know, instead of a bunch of scarfers on there, just looks better. Yeah, I got this dude running today. This will be moved. I had to do that to just in making things happen here. Got it all plumbed in, got the clutch bled out, got it all working. That was a trip. We had to put a offset throwout bearing, a 2010 Camaro pilot bearing, which goes right in the back end of the motor instead of deep in it. So that makes it where that old school transmission will reach in there. You gotta sit on this here bucket, turn on the switch, and then it won't crank unless you push the clutch in, and it pushes in really easy. Stock motor, runs great. Got a regular tune in it. Get the exhaust on there and finish tweaking it out. I tell you what, this is gonna be one fun ride with that straight shift transmission in there. I don't know that I'd do another one of these. It held me up. I could have done 3 swaps. The time it took me to get this clutch mess figured out. There's no literature on putting a hydraulic clutch setup in a Scout. So I just figured it out. Took that kit I bought from McLeod, however you say it, clutch bracket. It coats the master cylinder, the bracket goes in behind the hydro booster. Got 6 bolts holding that guy in there. It ain't going nowhere. It don't flex, it don't move. You push that clutch in. It's gonna be a fun little ride. www.lssimple.net, because Tom was taking all that smoke's my voice. Look at it. It's a little chilly out here.